Hey planner friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my first spooky spread of the year, planning from the 5th to the 12th of October in my annual passion planner. Let's get started. So the kit I'm using this week is Keep It Real from Plannerface, and this is a deluxe mini kit. I PR for Plannerface, so you can use code RAR10 to save yourself 10% and mention me for a freebie. I don't think that this exact kit is available anymore, but there's been so much good Halloween art this year. I've really struggled to choose my kits for this month. There just aren't enough weeks in October, honestly. Anyway, I'm just laying down the pen base of my spread, so I've coloured in with a regular pencil the times where I'll be asleep, and I'm just going in with my grey Stabilo fine liner to mark in alarm times and also separate out my personal and work to-do lists as normal. I get a lot of comments, especially on Instagram, about how I separate out my personal and work to-do lists, and honestly, you've just got to make your planner work for you. I love to-do lists, I love ticking things off. It makes me feel like I've accomplished something during the day if I can tick it off a to-do list. If I didn't put it on a to-do list, did I even do it? Like, come on. So now I'm going through with my Crayola Super Tips and colouring in the focus boxes of the days where I'm not at work. And you may notice as we go through the pen base of this spread that I completely forget to mark in my work hours for this week. And I was back to full time, so that was a big part of the week, so I don't know how I forgot to do it. I'll remember later though. You know when you just feel like you've forgotten something and you can't work out what it is? That was how I felt for like the beginning of this spread. Anyway, I'm just going to add in some colour into the personal and work to do sections by highlighting some of the checkboxes, and then we can move on to cutting up some washi. As always with the Plannerface kit, I am just going to cut those strips of washi in half because they're pretty much 1.2 centimetres wide. And this week I'm using 2 strips that match, but sometimes I do use the different ones. It just depends how I'm feeling and how much I like the patterns. If you're new to planning and you're bored on a budget, this craft knife and cutting mat set were like a £5 from Hobbycraft, and it came with like 4 more blades, so I haven't needed to buy any more blades for like a year. So now I can take those washi strips and start popping them down on paper to cover the Space of Infinite Possibility header, the work and to-do list headers, and make my little gratitude section in the bottom left hand corner. I'm really happy that even though I cut this washi down, you can still really get that paint splatter effect. It looks really cute. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but sometimes I just rip the washi against the like sharp edge of the craft knife, and sometimes I actually cut it. It depends on how big the chunk that I'm cutting off is, if that makes sense. Like, if I can grab it and rip it, I probably will. Next up, I'm going to add in my meal tracker, which is just something I made in Excel and print off on sticker paper myself, and then add a daily check-in habit tracker. You may have seen in my October monthly that I have a big habit tracker for my month, and then I just have a little daily one to make sure that I'm looking at my planner every day. And then I'm going to use this cute box of a girl in a bat costume, and when I use these square decorative boxes from a Plannerface mini kit, I often put half a glitter header above it to kind of fill out the space a little bit. So now we can get stuck into the plans, and the first thing that I'm really excited about is that I'm marking that I'm working from home on Wednesday with this little flag, which actually, when you put it sideways, fits perfectly in the today's focus box, which is really satisfying. Shame I couldn't put it in straight the first time, but oh well. And then I'm just going to put in a bill due sticker, well, half of a bill due sticker on Tuesday, because bills are a necessary evil in our lives. Before I put in the next bit of plans is when I realised that I don't have any of my work hours drawn out, so I'm going to go in with my Staedtler Triplus fine liner in orange and just mark in my work hours for the week. I actually had a look back in my planner today, and this is the first time that I've done a full week of work since the first week of April. That's how long I've been on reduced hours sick notes, and it really doesn't feel like that long, but it's 2020, so time is an illusion. Now that I've finally got my work hours drawn in for the week, I can start putting in some work events, like our team meeting and a seminar that I have on Tuesday. And as always, I'm just cutting a little chunk out of the middle or the side of each sticker so they fit perfectly within the lines of my passion planner. This would also be a great trick if you have stickers that are designed to go in a passion planner and you've gone for the spiral bound one this year, as the columns in that one are a little bit thinner than the normal columns in the book bound planner. Next up, I'm going to add in a half box for our D&D session on Tuesday, and I really like the little bits of deco in this kit. Like, it's a pumpkin lollipop. How cute is that? I've tried to use as much deco as possible to like mark events and stuff this week, so you're going to see a lot of spooky stuff in here. As much as I really love all of my character stickers, I love using deco from the kit throughout my spreads so that it looks more cohesive. Next thing I'm going to add in is a webinar that I'm joining on Wednesday morning, and this is the same one that I've been doing on Wednesdays for the past couple weeks, but now I'm doing it in work time instead of just taking time in lieu. Now I'm just going to add in some of the icons from the kit to cover up those seams where I cut those boxes. The next thing I'm going to add in on Friday is a Zoom call with the Passion Planner ambassador team. If you didn't know, I am an ambassador for Passion Planner, and you can use code Natalie10 to save yourselves 10% off at checkout on their website. And it was actually Passion Planner's 7th birthday on the 7th of October, so happy birthday! The first thing I'm going to add in for Saturday is that we went for a long walk at Westonbirt Arboretum, which was kind of busier than expected, but gorgeous in autumn as always. Whenever I want to take up a lot of time in my planner, I like to turn the half boxes on their side and then use loads of deco to just fill in that gap between the timeline and the box. I think it looks really cute. Next up, I'm going to remember to add in my weekend banner, which I swear I never used to forget this much. But anyway, then I'm going to add in some planning time for Saturday morning, and then start adding in my gym routine. So this week I went for a weight session on Monday and Wednesday evenings, and I go as late as possible so it's less busy. And then my yoga class on Thursdays, a run on Friday, I'm counting my long walk on Saturday as a workout, and then a weights day on Sunday as well. Now that my big events for the week and my workout plans are in, I can start adding in other things that I need to get done. So this to-do list checkbox is going to be for my cleaning routine on Sunday morning. And it's Sunday morning when I'm recording this voiceover, and I can tell you that that is not the time that I did any of that cleaning. But sometimes the timelines are just guidelines, not actual rules. This next little quarter box is going to be for me recording this voiceover, which I am actually doing. I'm doing it right now. It's 10 to 12. The pattern of this half box was actually really handy for cutting my little chunk out because you couldn't tell at all, which is always lush when that happens. And then I'm just using the side of my craft knife to help me place that side of the box back down as in line with the rest of the box as possible. The next thing I'm going to add is a piece of that heart checklist that I've cut up, and I'm going to use that plus a YouTube button from Ickle & Co to mark in my upload of this video. And I'm really happy with how well the colours match for these stickers from two different shops. Now I'm going to grab some icons. These are just round recycling icons, also from Plannerface, and then some icons for the kit for things like laundry. And then I can add in my breakfast, lunch and dinners for the week using my Pilot Friction pen. And then I'm just going to highlight over those with my orange Crayola Super Tip. I did wait a little bit of time for the ink to dry because otherwise it does smear, but you can erase the smear if it does. Finally, I'm just going to add in a half box for whatever we did on Saturday, which did end up just being sitting, drinking wine and playing video games. But can you blame me? I had a lot of fresh air on Saturday. Now it's time to fill in all of my plans, as usual with my Pilot Friction pen. So this week was actually just a really positive week. I'm so happy with how my first week back at full-time work actually went. I think I need to work on my routines a little bit for working from home, because I did basically sit down in front of my computer the entire day, which obviously isn't the best. Like, my legs were kind of sore from not moving by the end of it, but I think that'll come with time. Also, getting back to challenging weights in the gym after my deload week felt so good, and it actually felt like it was worth me being there, because it's getting busier and I don't feel as comfortable there as I did when everyone was still not going. Also, this week I got an email saying that they'd opened up the jacuzzi and the steam room again because they'd made them COVID secure, and I don't understand how that's possible, but whatever. It's a solid no from me. Anyway, so Saturday was really fun. I saw a friend that I haven't seen since before lockdown, and we just went on this lush walk in the woods. I'll actually add in a photo of how beautiful Westonbirt looked yesterday afternoon. We try and go there in the autumn every year because as the leaves start to turn, it's just gorgeous. Now that my plans are all filled in, I'll start adding into my to-do lists in the bottom left-hand corner, and then also adding in my gratitude prompts, which are, as always, from Beth Designs UK. And then also deciding that I hate how I've written walks. I mean, this is why I use an erasable pen though. While I'm writing out my to-do lists, let me know in the comments what awesome activities you've done so far this year. Obviously we can't do everything we want with the current situation, but I think we can make the best of it. As I've said before, I don't really put too much detail in my work events in this planner because I have a separate work bullet journal. However, now that I'm going to be working from home 1 day a week, I feel like I'm going to have to make more use of this space. The habit tracker I use is basically for tasks that I have to do every single day, but none of those I can actually do from home because of network access. So that's why I haven't got Wednesday coloured in that part. Finally, I'm just going to write in my gratitude prompts, and as I've said already, these are from Beth Designs UK, and you can just find them on her Instagram. The last part of my pre-planning is my weekly focus. So for my home focus, I went with starting round 2 of my 5-3-1 training program because I finished my deload last week. And for work, it was sorting out all of my stuff for my first day of working from home on Wednesday. So that's all my pre-planning done for this week, guys. Let's take a look at the finished spread. As always, my spread for this week really filled up and I made so much use of all of this cute spooky deco. I'm really happy with how this spread turned out, especially how beautiful all of the pictures look in my little journaling section in the bottom right hand corner. I'm so happy that spooky season has hit my planner now. So that's everything for this week, guys. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!